100 thumbs that I know enough and they keep me. Thank Dotto for that very long, detailed letter. You must be awfully busy to find time to write such a long letter. I really appreciate it. That letter was the first one that was officially opened. Thanks also for the photos. When I showed Julius that nice portrait of myself, he did not want to give it back to me, but would have liked to hang it in his office. Can you beat that? I wonder if I ever get around to putting my photos in an album. Thanks, too, for the address from Miss Samuels. I will try to call her next week. Please add my best wishes to all weddings, engagements, birthdays, etc. I still have not found any catalogs for new. Also, I have been at the World's Fair 8 times. I always help Penny a little, and for that I get a pass for nothing. I can go there anytime. Too bad Lou did not exhibit here. I'm sure he would have made a lot of money. That man from Dusseldorf is very busy with his line of cookware. Last Friday I had a date with him, but have already had enough of him. On Thursday, I finally met my cousin Martin Seckbach. I knew he would be in town. I went to the house owned by the bus company where he lives. When the second Greyhound bus came with 2 chauffeurs, I talked to one, and it was the right fellow. He sent somebody to keep me company until he came a half hour later, and we went together to the fair. He's quite nice, has a pass for admission too, and even does not have to pay for most of the rides in the amusement park. First we went on the Sky Ride. Great. After visiting Henny, he had a very good Chinese supper and met there a friend of his, so we then went around, 3 of us together. Then on a big loop-de-loop, or what you call it. Then on a giant Ferris wheel. We also had to go on a real enormous slide and couldn't leave without a boat ride all around the exhibit. And then a ride I had never heard of, Fine Turns. You get into one of those little boxes, and that thing races around like mad, up and down and twirling around itself. It's hard to describe, but I enjoyed it so much that we did it twice. We made another date for last night, but he never showed up, although I waited from 7 to 10 p.m. for him. Now he can wait a long time before I make another date with him, although I had enjoyed that evening with him very much. He even had invited me to go with him by bus to Lima, Ohio, and then back with his own car for 3 to 4 days to visit his brother, who lives with his girlfriend and family there. Nobody knows if they are married or not. Also, Aunt Henny gave me permission to go with him. I declined with thanks. If you have any china figures you do not think you want to keep anymore, send them to me. We have already customers for that junk. I gave myself a special treat today. I walked for 1.5 hours around Marshall Field's, the biggest department store in the world. I never saw so many beautiful things together in every department. It's almost like a museum. Have you found a new apartment yet? Where, how, and what? I've not heard from any of my boat companions anymore. My wristwatch is broken and not worth fixing. Uncle gave me one of his. Aunt Henny gave me a wristband to go with it. I'm very happy with my down comforter. They're awfully expensive here. Well, as mentioned before, we're living in a so-called 3-room apartment on the 2nd floor above a tavern and a grocery store, and the rent is $25 a week, including electric, gas, and heat. The curly hairdos are out of style already. I haven't had my hair cut since I left home. If the movie 20 Million Sweethearts should come, you will hear the melody, which at this time is driving me nuts. You hear it all the time and everywhere. I surely would appreciate some butter cookies. The sal ammonia pills helped Henny get over a very bad sore throat, and she too thanks you very much. Last Wednesday and Saturday I spent most of my time at the fair. Mostly I sit on the Swift Bridge and listen to beautiful concerts. The bridge belongs to the biggest parking company, and the free concerts are by the biggest and best orchestra. You probably noticed that almost everything here is described as biggest and best. Sunday I was again with Uncle and Opa at a German affair. I really hated those affairs since I was trying to get away from everything German. They could not understand that. It was called A Day in Heidelberg, a picnic at a very large amusement park, 1.5 hour ride on the streetcar each way. Next week I'm going to refuse. Today I bought a 3-piece knit suit at Hans' factory for $2, and he took me out for lunch. Sure wish you could see me at the fair. The red dress I bought in New York, a red tam very much on one side of the head, long red earrings, and pretty much makeup. Annie tells all the customers that I just came from Paris, do not know much English, and then she talked German to me. We have been laughing tears. My job there is to look attractive and watch that nothing is stolen. I even sold already for $1.25. Lots of love and kisses from your very lucky Turtle.